Hi there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage, and welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. So glad that you can join us here today. Wanted to let you know what happened with interest rates this week and also give you some valuable information when you're talking with clients who are considering buying a home versus renting. And by the way, happy Friday 13th. Dun 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 dun. So hope you have a good one. Hope it is actually lucky for you. All right, so here's what happened with interest rates this week. They remained relatively unchanged. The data that was released this week that was important was the Producer Price Index, PPI, and the Consumer Price Index. Producer Price Index came out first. The core rate, which takes out the volatile food and energy, that came in showing an increase of 0.3%. Expectations were 0.2, so it was basically in line. The just normal PPI that did not exclude volatile food and energy, that came in at 0, showing basically no inflation at the producer price level. Now, the more important piece of economic data is the Consumer Price Index, because that's what actually the consumer is paying, and the Federal Reserve looks at that to find out if inflation is really seeping into the consumer's pocket. The core rate also came in at 0.3. And the regular rate came in at 0.2, and those were basically both within expectations. So what that's showing is that there is really very little fears of inflation going on in the market right now, which is a good thing from the Federal Reserve's perspective. If energy prices continue to remain high over a sustained period of time, well, then we're going to have problems because inflation is actually interest rates' arch enemy. But for right now, everything looks good. So interest rates remain pretty stable. Really what the market was also following is what's going on in Europe. I talked about it last week. I'll talk about it next week and the weeks after that. But the market will be following what's going on in Europe, and it shows that the crisis is really not over yet. There's just a lot of concern over Spain and Portugal. And again, what happens over in Europe, if there's an economic crisis that gets overheated there, money will flow into U.S. treasuries and equities as a safe haven. So that's why it will influence our market. But relatively speaking, interest rates were pretty stable this week, and they are fantastic. Now, here's the information that I wanted to give you when it comes to talking with people who are considering renting versus buying. There was an article that was released this week from Trulia that showed that, and basically, and this is the graph here, but I did include it on this Java with Jared, so just click on the link above. But it showed that it is cheaper now to buy than rent in about 98% of the markets. And I included this graph, and that's something that you're going to want to show all of your clients who are maybe considering buying a house that have never bought a home before or are currently renting. Another graph that came from Marcus and Millichamp, they showed rent surveys and their prediction on rents, and you can see that rents are expected to rise, and this goes through 2014 at a pretty heavy clip. Normally the rise in rents is about 3.2%, and they're expecting for the shorter term here that we'll see rates, rent rates increase almost at a level of 4%. And then also a little graph here, or a slide that shows from Housing Wire that vacancies will continue to decrease and rents are going up. So those are some graphs that you can use and some data points that you can use with your clients who are considering renting versus buying, or maybe buying versus renting, to show them that now is a great time to buy because you have low prices, rents are going up, and interest rates are fantastic, and so the cost of ownership is just amazing. So hopefully this information helps. I hope you guys have a very wonderful week, and again, hopefully you have a wonderful Friday the 13th. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Again, click on the link above in order to get the PowerPoint slides that I sent you. And if you have any questions, please give us a call. Thanks for joining me, and we'll hope you have a great week and a great weekend. Bye-bye.